Almost every day, I try to inform you about how our government has been compromised and how left-wing policies are eroding your liberty, prosperity, and security. On the security front, for example, because of the Democrats' open border, the FBI confirms that it's not a matter of if, but when a terrorist attack kills our fellow Americans. Your government did this to us on purpose. When this imminent attack takes place, your government, dominated with Democrats, will be to blame. Left-wing voters accept this dynamic, judging by their votes. The Democrat voter says, hey, if my government says I need to die, then I have to die. Conservative voters, however, know that no legitimate government intentionally puts their own people at risk. But I don't want to talk about just policy. I want to go to a scary place, inside the hearts and minds of the leftists in America. Left wing equals evil. My evaluation of Democrats and their actions is the focus in today's preamble. Every Easter season, left-wing nuts come out of the woodwork to attack one of America's strengths, our belief in God. Give these kooks credit. Like Mao, Stalin, and other communist despots throughout human history, these left-wingers know if they separate our people from God, bringing down this country is going to be way easier. To coincide with the celebration of Christ's resurrection and triumph over death, left-wing activist, Hollywood director, and all-around meathead Rob Reiner has released a documentary bashing a term that's been manufactured by the left to legitimize their hatred of God and people of faith: Christian nationalism. Now, if you're saying to yourself, I have no idea what that term means, you're not alone. But anti-American leftists say Americans who live their faith, who don't believe in slaughtering children in the womb, those who believe in equal treatment under the law, those who believe in religious tolerance, the Judeo-Christian values, these people who happen to be Trump supporters, they are what's wrong with America, according to the left. After MSNBS hyped up this religious bigotry masquerading as a documentary, all over X, paid left-wing influencers jumped on the hate Jesus and his followers bandwagon. In a recent interview on MSNBS, the home of hate on cable, fake journalist for Politico, Heidi Prisbala, took a swipe at Christians smack dab in the middle of the holy season of Lent.
The one thing that unites all of them, because there's many different groups orbiting Trump, but the thing that unites them as Christian nationalists, not Christians, by the way, because Christian nationalists is very different, is that they believe that our rights as Americans, as all human beings, don't come from any earthly authority. They don't come from Congress. They don't come from the Supreme Court. They come from God.
Notice how Prisbala claims there's a difference between Christians and Christian nationalists, but then doesn't define that difference. But then she proceeds to indict all Christians who believe that their rights come from God and not men. But that's not just the fundamental belief of all Christians. It was the foundational principles of our founding fathers of the United States of America. Borrowing from philosophers ranging from Aristotle to John Locke, our founders recognized that man's natural state was freedom. They recognized that man had a fundamental right of self-defense, a fundamental right of self-determination. And not only was our country founded on these God-given principles, our founders believed that all other forms of government were illegitimate if they did not protect the rights granted to all human beings by nature and nature's God. Leftists like Prisbala there stand opposed to those freedom principles in an effort to empower some really shady people to harm you and your family with impunity.